Now then, let's move on to the other wine of the day. This one here, the Bonzarone Cabernet Sauvignon Colli Bolognese DOC. This, justifiably, is the flagship of Tenuta Bonzara. It's won a number of awards over the last 12 years, notably a Gambero Rosso 3 Glasses Award in 1999, 2001, and once again more recently. It also notably gained 94 out of 100 from the Wine Spectator Review magazine for their 2001 vintage. This is, I believe, please correct me if I'm wrong, the highest award for any wine from the Emilia-Romagna region. If you know better, please tell me. Okay, because I do make mistakes. So here it is, the Bonzarone, the big Bonzara wine. Oh, and this other bottle here isn't a bottle. It was Father's Day last weekend, and my younger daughter kindly thought of me, brought this over today. It's a sommelier's wine kit. We've got a stopper here, we've got an anti-drip ring there, and more importantly, we've got the sommelier's corkscrew here. So this is going to be christened right now. First time I've used it. Let's get into the bottle and start to think a bit about this particular wine. Okay, it's not an everyday wine. It's quite demanding. It's an important wine, and obviously the price reflects this. That's not something I often talk about, price, but you know, it's important. Here we go. We've got that one in. This particular one is a 2007 vintage. Okay. Now for a special wine, fine. For a special wine, calls for a special dish. This is not a wine I would drink every day. Unfortunately, I can't afford to. Likewise, I've prepared a dish today which is something I likewise would not eat every day for much the same reason. But I believe it'll match perfectly. Before we go on to that, let's try the wine itself. Here it is. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon. It's 14.5% alcohol by volume, so it's quite a substantial wine. Let's give it a go. Oh my word. Apart from that beautiful musical gloop as it comes out, just look at that colour. There it is. It's an intense, really, really intense ruby red. I mean, that's dark. Okay. It's even got a sort of the warmth there, the hint possibly coming from the oak barrels which it's matured in. If I knew what I was talking about, I would describe it as garnet. But that being a very dark red, precious stone, it's certainly got a warmth outside the ruby there. The hints of garnet, absolutely splendid colour. And already I'm getting the scent. Let's get the nose in and think about this particular wine. Ooh, wonderful. Forest fruits, first of all. I mean, maybe it's just me, but I often notice the fruit first. There's warm, mild spices coming in there as well. Things like ginger, perhaps. Cloves, almost. It's the warm end of the market. Not the hot, spicy spices, the warm, pleasant, sweeter spices. Perhaps a touch of cinnamon, but not so much. It's the clovey kind of scent coming out there. Okay, it's not overpowering. It's not overpowering. It's just pleasantly warm. Very, very nice indeed. Okay. And you can smell all the wood. These are this wine is matured in those barrels you may have seen in an earlier video. French oak barrels. So there's certainly a good presence of the origin, the oak, in here. So even a touch of France in a very good Italian red wine, and why not? That's what this world is all about, interchange of tastes, of flavours, of cultures. It's a good thing. Anyway, let's have a taste, see where we're going with this. Chin chin. that isn't smooth. That is silky. It simply slides over your tongue. That's a marvellous, marvellous sensation. And goodness me, there are layers of flavour in there. It's not simply, yes, it's that taste or this taste. It's layers. You can taste the oak there. The tannins are coming through quite nicely, but doesn't make it acidic. It's nothing unpleasant about this. It's not, you know, sharp or dry in that sense. It's very, very silky. That's the word I would use. Pleasant, warm. There are like vanilla suggestions in there as well. That sort of lovely warm vanilla smell. Get the taste of it too. Given enough time on here, I would finish that quite happily. It's simply superb, justifiable, all those awards. Okay, now, mere amateur can't comment seriously like the professionals can. However, this wine would go very nicely with a beefy kind of grill, or a game dish, or a hard mature cheese. Today I've gone down the middle road. As I said earlier, not something I would eat every day, but something I prepared myself at home. We've got fresh egg pappardelle. In the middle there, we've got a ragout made of deer. It's venison, onions, a little red wine, not the same wine, okay, just an ordinary red wine, and a little salt and pepper to cheer it up. And to flavour, I've got a little piece of thyme from the front garden. There's also some in the sauce. So, let's give this a taste. My mouth is watering in anticipation. We'll see how we go with this, and then we'll match it up with the great Bonzarone. Oh, it's a pity I don't have that every day. That really is a rather wonderful taste. Okay, quite a demanding taste. It's complex, quite strong. The venison there, not a weak meat. Let's pop some of this down and see what happens. Well, it enhances them both. The wine is warm, smooth, as I said, it's silky. The meat is a sort of fairly strong taste. The balance, the contrast is almost perfect. I could go on here all day. Unfortunately, I only have a few minutes. Let's get a bit of pasta in there too. Double check. Okay, so you've got there's thyme in here too. So you've got some herby tastes matching out nicely with the spiciness in the wine and the tannins in there. Truly magnificent. That's fantastic. I'm delighted to have had the opportunity to taste this wine, because it's not something I would see in a shop and pick up, simply because I don't know, maybe I don't know enough about wine, and I would probably avoid it for fear of underestimating it. Anyway, thanks to everybody at Tenuta Bonzara for generously donating these wines to Wineword Italy. It's been a total pleasure reviewing them all, and I sincerely hope that we shall meet again. I hope you've enjoyed watching, and that you will take time and trouble to look for this wine. It is available outside Italy, or if not, even better, come and visit. Especially the end of May, the last weekend of May this year, is Cantina Aperte. All the wine producers are open to the public, and you can go, and they have tastings daily, Saturday and Sunday. So, take the opportunity. Okay? The email address is www.bonzarone.it or www.bonzarone.com. Thanks very much indeed. I'll see you very soon again on Wineword Italy Reviews. Chin chin. I really must stop.